Dean Monk's company is John A. Stevens, Builders Merchants. I'm the timber director. As a company, we've been on this site about 26 years. The company itself as John A. Stevens has been since 1967. We're a heavy side merchant that sells timber as well. So we sell all your basic building blocks, bricks, blocks, building materials like that, and then we do timber, sheet materials. We bought the Stenner Resaw off you because a lot of that timber is regularised, but we're finding that we have customers that want specific needs, albeit whether they need some 2x2, whether they need some furrings, angle fillets, items like that obviously are bespoke, and we wanted to be able to produce those with a machine that was efficient in doing that, and that's why we looked at the Stenner. But I think the reason that we looked at a Stenner from you again is because we'd already had a Stenner from you, but the Stenner we'd had from you was 15 plus years old, and it was just, it was worn, and it was taking more and more time to set up. It wasn't running as efficiently as we would have liked. It wasn't cutting as efficiently as we'd liked. So that's when we came to you and we looked at it and thought, you know, we like the Stenner that we've got from you now. The technology had moved on with the digital display, being able to more accurately cut timber with it, which has helped us, which has speeded up our processing of that timber. You know, we would have guys with tape measures trying to measure where they needed to be. Now it's just so much more accurate with the machine, and we're finding it's working really well. When we first got it, we were concerned about the display, whether it was going to get damaged, whether the guys would get used to it. Obviously we got you in to train us all up on it to make sure they knew what they were doing, but they all now love that. They love that touch display. They love starting the machine from there, being able to control the feed going through, being able to look at it when they're adjusting for the how much they're going to cut and whatever. They all commented that it's just a lot nicer, easier machine to use than the old Stenner. And we liked the old Stenner when we got from you, but it's just, as I say, it had its day. I've got to say, one of the other things that the guys always comment on about it is that with the old machine, obviously we've got to take the tension off the blade every night. With the old machine, they had to open up the machine and they had a crank arm to do it. And then the next day they would have to crank it back up to 90 newtons or whatever it was. And it was not a labour-intensive process, but it was a process that nobody liked to do, because you had to move the table out of the way. We've got that table behind it, you have to move it out of the way to do it and whatever. With the new machine, everything's on the operator side. So we just open up the panel on the operator side, there's a lever, you just do it, and the hydraulic tension comes off. Sometimes the blades would lose tension during the day, whereas with the hydraulic system, we don't have that problem. We don't get any wave going through any of the timbers now, you know. So I can see where Stenner have done stuff which has made the machine better, you know. So the key benefits of us are definitely more accurate cutting, easier to set up to cut specific dimensions, being able to control the feed a lot easier, and then the changing of the blades obviously from the hydraulic tensioner, that you can take that off, it detensions it, and it just makes changing the blades a lot easier. Anything that's going to help my machinist down the yard to work more efficiently is going to be a benefit to the company, you know, because then we can service more customers.